gestures, and I saw you avoid them. So that was, I would say, great improvement in your presentation. It was very impressive. The story was very good. It would tie it together with your theme, and really that captured the interest. You know, that kind of sort of what's going to happen next. You had us on the edge of your seat, on our seats. So awesome speech. So you know, if you take out Joe's, you can go. Call those two guys up.
I don't want to do it now.
Shane, you guys have...
Yeah, I think for Joe's speech, I actually observed your speeches over the years. Is this a new tone you're trying to invent? I feel like you have been more mellow now.
I think that's the voice.
She's sick.
That's the voice thing.
Oh, okay.
Her voice was gone.
I like it actually.
Me too.
Yeah, so I thought it was a new tone you're trying. But I also thought you kind of lost a little bit of assertiveness. So I mean that's like not normal. I think it's like, well, this is something new that your next stage. That's why I thought it's like your continuing evolution of your speech. But as far for Doug's speech, I think I love it really. One thing I do find out is that you still have a lot of us. I was counting them. I counted 8. So, but I think I just did that. So, but for contests, if you lose those odds, I think your speech is almost perfect. But one thing I wasn't too sure about is you have this drama that's created. You have really captured everyone's attention, capture everyone into the drama, and you have these 2 guys that running after you, and you say you were hit 3 times, right? Was it like the first time did you hit the ground and then you got up and then run again? Is that how it is?
All 3 times I hit the ground, yeah.
How does that work? Like you hit the ground and then you still able to get up and then run again? You're still able to struggle your way out?
Right.
Just keep running.
All very, very, very
Station parking lot, try it out.
Takes a licking and keeps on ticking.
Okay. But I think your speech is wonderful. And, I really got captured into your scene. I think you really created that scene for us and then got us into it. I think I really like your speech actually better than Joe's.
Oh.
On that, I would challenge everyone in your day-to-day speech. I find myself talking with somebody and say something and stop, slow down. Try and think about that for the next week when you're talking in a general conversation. Because if you're doing it speaking, you'll probably do it a little more because of the nervousness. But still, it's endemic in our speech. So if you can work at that, if you're just in a casual conversation, it will help you avoid the odds in your speeches.
I had some, in regards to Doug's speech, I thought it was a wonderful start. It was powerful to quote, who's it called?
Teddy Roosevelt?
Yeah, Teddy Roosevelt. It was really powerful. Your tone, your vocal variety was just out there. I mean, it was great improvement. But when you transition to your example, I felt a little loss of energy, either in you and then along with the audience. I felt that way. So work on the transition, make it really smooth, and don't lose that energy, the flow and the tone that you started with. You could change the vocal variety, but not down, I don't think. Now you're moving into like really dramatic situation that happened to you, right? It's pretty bizarre to be in that situation, so maybe it's something that needs to be done.
For Doug's speech, one, I thought your speech was really, really powerful. I actually thought you had a more powerful message than I did in my speech. I agree with you. I love the quote at the beginning, super powerful. One thing I was looking for was some kind of like 30-second catchy phrase, and it would be something around the line of keep trying different solutions till you overcome the problem. But
That was the catchy phrase, but it wasn't catchy enough.
It's hard to articulate. Like I'm having trouble just saying it now. So like make it in a way that it's catchy or even rhymes. And then what you want to do is put it throughout your speech. See if you can get it 3 times. Like once at the beginning, once when you're running, and then once at the end.
It was there 3 times actually. You didn't catch it, but it was there.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
But good, but obviously it's not catchy enough.
There, but
Okay.
it wasn't
Catchy enough.
Yeah, it wasn't
Okay,
catchy enough. And then the tone of when you said I don't usually ask for help, and then you said, but help. And I didn't know if you were, if it was supposed to be serious or you were joking. I mean, just it was a very playful tone. So work on that.
It was too playful, you mean, or?
It was a very serious story, but then you had the playful line, which was fine. But then you said help, and then you still said it in a playful way.
Okay.
So I wasn't sure of the tonality of it. And I love the line about ran out of problem before solution. I don't know if you need the secondary story or not, because I just felt like your primary story was so strong, and then just really if you could bring it to another level with the audience in terms of, okay, there are 3 points and you have these 3 different solutions you tried, and and then even like talking to your audience more about how that translates for them and making that longer, I think would make more powerful.
I use speed. I want to comment quickly on hers, just to give it a little critique. You had, again, a very powerful topic, and the emotion that you had with the whole thing was there. But I would like to see you do that again, but think of trying to bring us a little more into that, I guess, draw a little deeper story, put a little more color in it. And as again, I think about my grandmother telling me when she had to go before the judge and recite her English and do the Pledge of Allegiance and everything, how proud she was, and she talked about that. And she came from Sweden, so that was, and she came here not speaking any English. She had a much bigger challenge. And so it still gives me goosebumps thinking of that story she had. So think about how you might reword that to give us, to really bring us into that picture that you had of yourself singing it, and we're all there with you. But it was very powerful. I'd like to see you do that again, and maybe just because it's such a great story.
Yeah, something along those lines too. I don't know, maybe I know I'm not the only visual person, but typically, like, I get drawn into a speech with somebody painting the picture, and you did a great job of painting the picture of, your story about how your father came over and stuff. I think, because like, you had the passport, like that was great. Like, it made me think of what Roger was saying all the time about how we don't really love our country as much as we used to, and something like that's kind of refreshing. But I think like when you were comparing Mongolia and the United States, like if you would have painted the picture of things that you've accomplished here and achieved here that maybe you would have never